Hey guys, what's up? So today I want to show you something special. Yeah. So today I was planning on finishing the video on the Bung King crash bar for the Sportster. Instead, I'm coming at you today with a video on my 1998 Nissan Maxima. You're probably thinking, why would I want to see a video about that? Yeah. Well, the interesting thing is that yesterday I was driving. It was torrential rain. It was coming down so hard that on this one street close to my job, under a train trestle where the road goes under the train trestle, it flooded out, and it was about 4 feet deep. Now, it was raining so hard it just looked like black, wet road to me, so I didn't notice it was a puddle until I got close enough to it. Once the front wheels went in, and basically the front of the car started kind of hydroplaning or floating a little bit into the water, it was too late. It was over. Literally, my car started sinking. Water was coming in from the bottom of the doors and filling up the bottom, and I was like in shock. Before I knew it, like pens and other things that I had in my car were floating in the pool of water in the passenger seat foot area, which quickly came up to the seat level. Alright, so as the water's rising and I'm looking at this stuff floating next to me, I immediately am like, oh, put the car in reverse and try to back out. Which, it was way too late for that. First of all, the car was dead. The headlights were still on, but there was no starting it. The water was already up and over the hood, and it was starting to get scary. I could see the water coming up, and at this point, it's going over the passenger seat now. I'm soaking wet already, so I try to open the door. Now, because the power, nothing's working, I can't open the windows. And I knew that it wasn't deep enough that the whole car was going under or anything, so it wasn't like that scary, but I was in total shock. I mean, this was crazy. So I pushed the door open. It was super hard to push open because the water was way up the door, and I just waded out into it, and the water was literally up to my waistline. I grabbed a few things out of the car that I could salvage, like my phone and a speaker and a few things before it was too late. And then I just climbed up onto the sidewalk. There's like a sidewalk under the trestle that's like, it's like 6 feet above the road. The water was like about a foot below that where I was. I climbed up there, and I was just looking from there, and at this point the front of the car was under. It was up to the bottom of the window, almost on the front door. And I just was in total shock and disbelief. I didn't know what to do. So I grabbed my stuff. I walked the rest of the way to work, which wasn't very far from there. As I walked in, sloshing in the front door, the other guys were like, what the hell happened? And I began to tell them the story. I called the cops so they could block off the road and make sure it didn't happen to anyone else. And yeah, that's basically the story. I'm going to show you guys what the car looks like now, and we're going to see if I can ever get this thing running again. Alright guys, so this is the car. All in all, it doesn't look too bad for a car that was half underwater. At least, not at the moment. But this thing is a mess. There is so much dirt and junk that was in the water that got on the seats and everywhere. My center console was literally filled with water. It still has dirt and silt in there from the bottom. It literally smells like a low tide. So if you look at the dashboard here, I don't know if you can make it out on the camera, but like right about here is the water line. Probably just below the tape deck, I would say. The glove box was filled with water. This little compartment here was filled with water. At the moment, it doesn't run or start or anything, and it did stop almost instantly when it hit the water. See if I could see a line on the outside of the car. I think around here on the door is about where the water was up to on the back anyway. It was tilted down an angle. Oh yeah, okay, look. Here you can see better the line on the back. Now it was down on an angle towards the front, so the front was deeper. The trunk was literally filled with water when I opened it. And now, this like thing that's supposed to cover the tire is just a floppy mess. I had to reach down in there while it was full and pull a drain plug to get the water to come out. It's filled with leaves and dirt and just all kinds of mess. Guys, look at this. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, it's not a Mercedes-Benz, it's not a Lexus, you know, it's a car that doesn't have a ton of value, but it had value to me. You see, and that's the problem with insurance. The insurance is going to give me probably nothing for this, so I have to try to fix it. Because this is my everyday ride to work. Look at the seats. I mean, believe it or not, it's a 1998, but they were pretty clean. A lot cleaner than this. This is not what it looked like. So, my project over the next few days, and I'll keep you guys posted, is can I get it running? And the question is, I just don't know. You can see the water on the top of the intake right here. Water definitely went in. I removed the air filter already. It was soaking wet. So my project over the next couple days is to pull all the spark plugs and stuff, see if I can see down in the cylinders, and possibly get the water out if there is water in there. I mean, I don't want to try to start it until I confirm whether or not there's water in. Of course, the day before I got a new alternator put in. Yeah, that's life sometimes. So, my bad. I mean, it was torrential rain. It was hard to see, but I was on my way to work. There wasn't much I could do. I had to get to work, and I should have been paying more attention. I should have been probably driving a little bit slower. I don't know. Moral of the story is, sometimes when it's really bad outside, you should just stay home. But anyway, I'm not going to look at the bad. I got to look at the good. You know, you got to count your blessings. I'm alive. I'm healthy. My wife is alive. She's healthy. And we have a lot of great things in our lives, a lot of blessings from God, so I can't complain. I'm going to try to get this thing running, and if I can't, well, I learned a valuable lesson, an expensive lesson. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll keep you updated. If you guys have any interest at all in seeing what happens with this project, let me know down below. Also, if you're a mechanic and you have any suggestions about what my first step should be in this process, please let me know. I mean, I'm pretty sure first thing I'm going to do is check to see if there's water in the cylinders. If there's not, well, I'll probably drain all the fluids, try to get this thing started. If there is water, first I'm going to try to pump that out, obviously. I'm going to dry up the spark plugs, put them back in and try to get it started. Then if it starts, I'll change all the fluids. But let me know down below. What's your suggestions? What would you guys do? Would you just junk it, or would you try to get it going again? Now, I do have another car, but my wife needs that to get to work. So it's either I ride one of the bikes to work through this winter in New York. Well, it's not winter yet. It's August still, but winter's coming, you know. Or I go fix this or go get another car. Not sure yet. Anyway, love you guys. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Keep your knees in the breeze.